Hello, everybody, and today I'm back after almost 2 years for the car. Next, I think on 17th, my car will become 2 years. So let me tell you how my experience has been. In one short line, if you really, really want peace in your life, you should never opt for Tata cars. Okay, I don't know if it's the problem with just my car, but I've seen a lot of people in service center, who are very upset with Tata. And so I think it's not just me. Most of the people are getting issues with the car, but maybe I am super special. I have sent this car to the service center now in 2 years for almost 30 times. Now, there were some minor issues sometimes which I had to send for, but it may look minor to people, but it is actually very important. And just like I'll give you an example. So this car, even if you turn off the outside air and you circulate the inside air, whenever there'll be any you pass from anywhere where there is some smell or something, everything enters the cabin. I did a testing also. So what is happening is, from somewhere, maybe from the air conditioning system, the air is entering from outside. Because so I was passing through dust storm kind of a, there was some construction work happening, and there was a lot of dust passing. So I checked my that air quality thing, and the moment I crossed that, the air pollution level increased. So that proves that there was this outside air entering the cabin. Now this is maybe a small issue, but when you have a infant in your car, and you don't want and you have bought the top model just to get the air quality improved, so you have air filter in your car. That one, okay. And on the day, I think fourth, this car stopped working dead. Found out there is an issue with the aux battery. Tata did not agree that they have issue with their car. They asked me to contact battery people. Battery people did not agree. Okay, this happened. Got stuck. The next day I had to jump start it, and after two next day, it also again stopped. So again I called RSA, and they jump start the car. This time now again I talked to Tata. After like 3-4 times like this, and after a month of suffering, and a lot of times I had to cancel my, I'm a fitness expert, so I had to cancel my classes, which is a lot of loss. And because I go in the morning, and at early morning when you're running for your class, and all of a sudden you see that your car is dead. That so And in these 2 years there has been so many issues with this car. Sometimes your AC first. So initially the AC's this vent just stopped working. So there was some issue in specifically in all the Nexon cars. So they replaced something in the air conditioning system, and then it started working. After some time, I started facing new issues, that whenever I turn on my cooling from remotely, so you can cool the car remotely. And that was one of the reasons for me to buy the top model, so that I can use the app to start the cooling in heat. When you're traveling with an infant, you don't want the car to be very hot, because the infant seat is already too cushioned and it's too hot. So ev- every time, so what was happening is, if I start the cooling and then get into the car, the cooling doesn't start. And now even the air conditioner, after starting the car, will stop working. This happened to me once when I was coming from Dehradun. The whole way I had to travel in 36-degree heat without AC with an infant. Just imagine if that happens to you. I don't want anybody to go through that. So then they replaced the air conditioner, the compressor, and after a few weeks, again the same problem. Then they change. They said, sir, we have done some. There were some loose things that they fixed, and there was one more time this issue came, and then touchwood ever since then, after suffering for a few months, now it is not coming. Then, to my surprise, at I think it's been like 6 months, the battery started giving up. So the battery would suddenly just fall from 55 to 50, and then it will run fine. And last, I remember I was going to Jaipur, and after 30% the battery just started going down like crazy. It was not even giving me a 1 kilometer per percent. And so I told this to Tata team. I did tell to Tata team this a lot of time, that there is some issue with the car. Okay, you need to car battery, you need to get it checked by the battery people. So it's not the normal team which checks the battery. There is a taco team which comes and checks the battery. So I had to send the car like four times. First of all, and I'm sending them the reports. Okay, in the Z Connect app, you can see that there was a sudden fall, but they would not agree. They would be like, "Oh, sir, we'll send it for the road test." So they did the road test, but they did not do it properly. I told them that it is after 30 to 0. Check it. They did not. Okay, it happened few times, 3 4 times. Fourth, I think the fourth time when I sent it, they somebody took charge of the situation and actually got it tested from 30% to 0%, and found out that it only gave 26 kilometers of range in a normal environment. Just imagine you are relying on the car, and there's no charger in between, and then the battery starts falling like that, and then Tata people don't agree. Finally, they agreed, and they accepted that there is some issue with the car battery. In 1.5 years, the battery went bad. Okay, so now they have replaced the battery, and I tell you, the battery which was replaced, the condition of that battery was much worse look wise. I mean, it was all rusted and very bad condition. My battery which was removed was much better looking in physical condition. So they changed it with the refurbished battery. It's been like 10 days that they have done that. For now, the battery seems to be performing fine, but I was told not to go below 30 for a few charging cycles. So I haven't tested it below 30%. And there have been like I don't remember properly, but there have been like so many issues with this car that I've sent this car 30 times. I literally know people in Tata personally. Okay, this is the amount of times that I've sent this car for repair to Tata. Oh, and best thing, every time I send my car to repair to Tata, this comes with stains. There will be stains on the roof, there will be stains on the car. Sometimes there are pen. I bought the new car on the first time I sent it for that issue. They had pen marks all over my car, and those pen marks don't go away. And this is like almost white, like light gray color seat. See, and it's so much visible. It was so infuriating. I just can't tell you. And these people, even after me telling so many times to, just cover the car seats while they work, no, every time it comes, every damn time, I specifically tell them before sending the car, कि भाई, put some seat covers while the car is being serviced. No. Every damn time it comes back with some stains. And then they're like, "Oh, sir, sorry, we'll send someone." And then the person that they send is so useless. They do a very bad job. So I have actually bought that 3M dry cleaning solution, and I clean it every time the car comes back. Oh, I just remembered two of the instances with Tata. I'll tell you. This is. very funny or infuriating. So once I sent my car saying that my dipper, it was intermittent. You're driving and all of a sudden a car is coming and you want to give a dipper, and I press the dipper and it doesn't light, and I have to press it 2 3 times and then it just starts, and then it starts working. Then again it will miss a few times and then it will turn on a few times, miss a few, which is very dangerous. Okay, when you're on the road and then suddenly you want to give a dipper and all, and you know just so unsafe. So I sent it once, and I told them the issue. I told them that this is happening, so they did not agree to it. They're like, no sir, it is fine, it is working totally fine. मैंने बोला कि भाई, there is some issue, please check. So, and please replace it. I think I remember they said, okay sir, we'll do that, and then they sent the car back, and they did not replace it. Okay, I used it for a couple on 1 or 2 more months, and then I'm like, this is just I'm like, next. So it was time of service. So at the time I told them, please just change it, even if I have to pay money, I don't care. So now they changed it, and it's working fine because and I paid for it, but they were just not accepting the fact that their product, that dipper, is not working. They don't listen to the customer. They will just they think the customer is stupid. He's just sitting and he just wants to get it replaced for no reason. But nobody is so stupid and have so much time to just keep sending their car for these repairs. Almost every other weekend I did not have this car from last 2 months, or I would say every weekend, because I had to send it for some kind of testing or repair. And this is my only car, so it becomes very difficult. And then Sone Pe Suhaga, all right, last time when they took my car for repairs, their driver, bumped the car. I get the car back with a dent. Okay, now I tell them that this dent was not there. First of all, that day, because it happens so many times that I have to send the car. So I got so fed up that day specifically I was just click the pictures and take it. I did not pay attention. I did not make my own video. But fortunately, there was one photograph which did show that there was no dent, and then later the dent was showing, and they still did not accept that. So, to my surprise, they forgot to remove the cable for the dash cam. In the dash cam, there was a video in which it showed that there was a other car passing by from, and that banged into the car, and that is when it happened. When I shared that video and all, then only they accepted. Okay, sir. Yeah, it is. Oh, initially, even with that video, so that customer support examiner tell me, sir, there is nothing visible as such. It's just that it seems that the car stopped and on. See, there was a noise, katak tatak, the type say when the car actually passed, and the driver came out of driver said from himself said, "यार मेरी गाड़ी लग गई," and then he goes thoda sa forward and gets out of the car and checks it also. So that I shared. So then they accept it finally. And so now the issue is that I have PPF on my car, and if I get that repaired, they will repair. They'll repaint it. First of all, I lose my original paint. Second thing, I lose the PPF. PPF is 2 3 times more expensive than the paint job itself. So that. And that driver could have easily gone, from the main road, but he chose to go from gullies just to save some time. So, yeah, and this is not the only instance. I'm telling you, I have, if I started, making these videos every time I send it, I'll have some masala for each video. And I would by now be having like 25, 30 videos on YouTube for this. So, in my opinion, if you want peace of mind, I think you should stay away from Tata cars. Okay. Somebody did tell me, somebody very senior did tell me not to go for Tata. And at that time, this had just come out. It was looking good. It was in my budget. I so wanted to go for MGZS, but it was like that time it was selling at 25 minimum. And after 2 months of this buying this stupid car, they actually reduced the pricing to like there was a model in 18 lakh also. So disappointed. So yeah, if you are watching this video, please understand. If you want adventure in your life, buy Tata because it will, make you. It will get you stranded at random places. It will make you fight with Tata people, and while fighting, you will also make friends with them. So, yeah, that's the update on Tata. I bought this car thinking that the Tata is now controlling Range Rover and all, and maybe they have improved on the service. No, the panel gaps on this car is crazy. Okay, I can literally, in some of the places, I can put my finger inside. This is just, you know, like we make furniture. The furniture that you make at home, uh, that is very durable. It has no finish, no functionality. This is that. It's just heavy, and maybe in case of accident it will save you, but you don't get saved just because of the body. There are things, if your brake fail or if your this electrical system fail, then this car can be more fatal than any 4 or 3 star rated car. So acco- according to me, buy anything but Tata. Thank you for watching.